Work continues with this project, and we've gone into some mechanical issues here in order to get this running better. It ran pretty good, but it had an idle issue, and it would only idle when the choke was on, which is typical of a vacuum leak. And after we've pulled off the intake and carburetor here, it might be hard to see, but we in fact do have that. And this is a common problem with aluminum intakes on Land Cruisers. They tend to heat up because the heat riser tends to lock open. Right there is a weld. Somebody has already welded this right there. It welded this intake because it has cracked before, but it has re-cracked, and you can see that crack right there in the very middle of the screen. That dark line that goes vertical, top to bottom, and that is in fact a cracked manifold, which causes a vacuum leak, which causes it to not idle and not run properly. So there's a lot of carbon in this also. In this engine, from an exhaust standpoint, which indicates that the choke had been pulled out in order that it stay running. And so just a number of different things. So the exhaust intake manifold will come off. It needs a new exhaust manifold gasket anyway. It hasn't been done in quite some time. You can see that there in the middle of the screen. It most likely has an exhaust leak underneath this as well, compounding the problem. So a number of different maintenance issues that have to be dealt with. We are going to source a good used intake right now and work at getting this away and replacing it with a manifold that is not cracked. Once we do that, we feel we'll have a much better running engine.